Patrymau Iaith Diwrnod 2. Cricieth a Harlech. Sylfaen. Day 2 Language Patterns. Your day in Cricieth and Harlech uses Units 3 to 5 of the Sylfaen course. Here's a quick review of the main grammar points and patterns from these units. Rhif 1. Yr amodol, the conditional. Knowing when to use the conditional in Welsh isn't always straightforward, and it can often be confusing to start with. If you are talking in the future tense, there is a certainty to what you are talking about. It is in the future. It hasn't happened yet, but you think it definitely will happen. I will be going home soon. Mi fydda i'n mynd adre yn fuan. But what happens if something is not definitely going to happen? What if it is conditional on something else happening? This is where you would use the conditional. What you are talking about is not definitely going to happen. Rhif 2. Bason, would. The conditional uses a form of board, bason. It expresses would. Mi faswn i'n hoffi byw mewn castell. Faswn i ddim yn hoffi byw mewn castell oer. Faset ti'n hoffi cael gweision? Here is the full pattern. Mi faswn i. Mi fasai ti. Mi fasai o. Mi fasai hi. Mi fasai ni. Mi fasai chi. Mi fasen nhw. Faswn i ddim. Fasai ti ddim. Fasai o ddim. Fasai hi ddim. Fasai ni ddim. Fasai chi ddim. Fasen nhw ddim. Faswn i. Fasai ti. Fasai o. Fasai hi. Fasai ni. Fasai chi. Fasen nhw. Bason. Na fason. Baset. Na faset. Basai. Na fasai. Basen. Na fasen. Basech. Na fasech. Basen. Na fasen. Rhif 3. Tason. The conditional if. Very often there is a second half to the conditional sentence, the part containing the if, the condition. Mi faswn i'n byw mewn castell taswn i'n frenin. I would live in a castle if I were a king. Notice that these two halves can go in either order. Taswn i'n frenin, mi faswn i'n byw mewn castell. If I were a king, I would live in a castle. To remember the pattern, think of the word tiff. T plus if, to remember that tason is a conditional if. Mi faswn i'n prynu castell taswn i'n gyfoethog. I would buy a castle if I were rich. Mi fasai hi'n hoffi cael gweision tasai hi'n byw mewn castell. She would like to have servants if she lived in a castle. Here is the full pattern. Taswn i. Taset ti. Tasai o. tasai hi, tasai ni, tasai chi, tasai nhw. Taswn ni ddim, tasai ti ddim, tasai o ddim, tasai hi ddim, tasai ni ddim, tasai chi ddim, tasai nhw ddim. Rhif 4. Bydd neu faswn, dyfodol neu amodol. Would or will, future or conditional. It can be confusing to work out if you want the future or the conditional tense. Consider the following 2 English sentences. I would go if it were fine. I will be going if it is fine. The use of would or will is important here for the context of the sentence. Look at the examples. Mi fydda i'n adeiladu castell yma pan dwi'n frenin. I will build a castle here when I'm the king. This says that the castle being built is a definite future event for this future king. Mi faswn i'n adeiladu castell yma taswn i'n frenin. I would build a castle here if I were king. This is a hope of building a castle based on a possibility that this person might become king at some point. Rhif 5. Gan mewn amserau gwahanol. Gan possession in different tenses. The word gan can be conjugated for different people like this. Gen I, gen ti, gynno fo, gynnu hi, gynno ni, gynno chi, gynnyn nhw. And they all cause a soft mutation to the word that follows. The word gan, when used with the verb bod, to be, indicates possession, something that you actually have. So in the present tense in Welsh, to say I have a car, you would say mae gen I gar. Here is the table for gan in the present tense. Mae gen I broblem. Mae gen ti. Mae gynno fo. Mae gynnu hi. Mae gan Edward. Mae gan y plant. Mae gynno ni. Mae gynno chi. Mae gynnyn nhw. Does gen I ddim problem. Sgen ti ddim. Sgynno fo ddim. Sgynnu hi ddim. Sgan Edward ddim. Sgan y plant ddim. Sgynno ni ddim. Sgynno chi ddim. Sgynnyn nhw ddim. Oes gen I broblem? Sgen ti? Sgynno fo? Sgynnu hi? Sgan Edward? Sgan y plant? Sgynno ni? Sgynno chi? Sgynnyn nhw? Oes. Nac oes. But what happens if you used to have a car? You will have a car. Or you would have a car if you had the money. You need to change the bod part of the sentence, the mae in the present tense. Roedd gen I gar. Used to, now gone. Mae gen I gar. Now in the present tense. Mi fydd gen I gar. Will have in the future. Mi fasai gen I gar tasai gen i'r pres. I would have if... Rhif 6. Mae'n well gen I. I prefer. The adjective gwell in Welsh can be translated into English as better, preferable, or superior character. When used with gan, It gives a sense of preferring something. Mae'n well gen I. I prefer. This can be thought of as being preferable with me. However, people's preferences change over time, so the form of bored can also change. Roedd yn well gen I. I used to prefer. Mi fasai'n well gen I. I would prefer. Rhif 7, y goddefol, the passive. Remember using cael to have in the past tense. Be ges ti I frecwast bore ma? What did you have for breakfast? Ges ti amser da heddiw? Did you have a good time today? And remember possessive pronouns? My. Ver plus nasal mutation E. Your. De plus soft mutation D. His. A plus soft mutation or. Her. A plus aspirate mutation he. Plus h before a vowel. Our. Ein, ni, plus h before a vowel. Your. Eich, chi. Their. Ei, no, plus h before a vowel. When these two patterns are put together, they create the passive voice, describing something that has happened to the subject. The full pattern looks like this. Mi ges I fy ngeni. Mi ges ti dy eni. Mi gaeth o ei eni. Mi gaeth hi ei geni. Mi gaethon ni ein geni. Mi gaethoch chi eich geni. Mi gaethon nhw ei geni.